an issue, but if I sound a little like croaky or phlegmy, you've been warned. I did my roots like 2 days ago, and then I toned my entire head of hair with D18, and I don't know that my blonde has ever been like this ashy, this cool toned. I'm not exactly sure how I feel about it. I think it was actually this cool toned right before I dyed it purple. But it's kind of a new vibe. I also am now becoming aware of the leaf blower outside, so I hope that will resolve soon. Do I want to put on primer? I probably should. Ooh, I'm running low on this one. I'm not sure if well, I think I will keep my hair this cool toned. I'm still trying to decide if I want to do kind of like a root smudge. I really like how rooted blonde hair looks. I don't know what it is, but I think it's cute. Like, I honestly like it more than like the blonde going up to my root. I don't know exactly why. There's just something. One of the best compliments that I ever received was from a girl who I played sports with, and she was like, your hair, oh, this was like when I was 20, she was like, your hair just like always looks so perfectly undone, and it was like, I couldn't ask for a better compliment. That's what I strive for, and I feel like that's why I like rooted blonde hair so much. It's like it just looks like a little disheveled, but also really cute. I've been really into my Charlotte Tilbury like primer. I can't remember what it's called. My bottle of it broke like the day after I got it. I told you about that when it happened. But I had gotten my first bottle of it for free in a Sephora order. Like it just showed up. I didn't pay for it, like a whole full-size bottle, and I was like, come up. And then so I used that for a long time, but it's just not the right shade for me in the winter. So last winter, I think, I decided to order it in my correct shade. This is called the Flawless Filter. Is that what it's called? It's like the glowy primer base thing. That I'd personally say I feel like is worth the money for it, but you know. Anyway, it is in this weird pot because I finally committed to like paying for it. Like I got it for free by mistake from Sephora, and then winter came. I was like, this shade ain't gonna work. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna buy this product. I'm gonna send it. Shows up. I'm so excited. The packaging's beautiful. It's Charlotte Tilbury, whatever. And I have tiles on my bathroom floor, which, whatever. And yeah, second day it like falls off my shelf, shatters, but like not completely, but the bottom just like popped off. I scooped out the product because I was like, I will not be wasting this money. And I did definitely worry initially, like, will I be putting shards of glass into my skin? And that's a good question, I don't know. But I'm not like eating it, you know? I feel like I would feel it. Anyway, and so far nothing happened. So, yeah, now it's in a weird pot, but it's a really nice product. I've been using it a lot recently. I just really like how it looks under, like, tinted moisturizer, or like foundation or whatever. I've been mixing this Makeup Forever foundation with the Laura Mercier tinted moisturizer or the It Cosmetics Nude Glow CC Cream. I think today I'm gonna mix it with the Laura Mercier. I just feel like that's like a slightly better shade situation. I saw this TikTok. I'm sure that you've seen this creator if you're on the internet and watch makeup things, which seeing that you're here watching this video makes me feel fairly confident that that's something, you know, you've done once or twice. There's a creator on TikTok, and she's really lovely. I don't really know how to describe her. She has like red hair and bangs and a very round face. And I say that because her video about doing makeup for round faces came back up on my For You page. And I was like, hold up, let me try that. And I've been doing it and honestly really liking how it looks. I've been really like what is the way to put this? I've been really like just trying to neutrally come to terms with like having gained weight. I know that this is not the season to say that. That feels like taboo to say here in the early months of January, where literally everyone and their mother is like telling you to lose weight. Let me just be the first to say, don't do that. Like, you don't have to. You are still lovable and absolutely fucking fantastic. So sexy, beautiful. You know, exactly the way you are. Yeah. There you go. Little affirmation for you this morning, this afternoon, this evening. I don't know what time it is here or where you are. Anyway, and part of that acceptance, body acceptance, has been just trying to find like what makeup, what clothes, what like aesthetics like feel good on my body now that it looks different than it used to. In addition to a lot of like discomfort, I'll also be real with that. Like, we live in a society that absolutely prioritizes and rewards smallness and thinness, and to be real, that's like not accessible for so many people. And I don't know, having a body, especially as a woman, is like a really, really tough thing. And everybody has a unique with some truth about how I'm feeling based on like our kind of like cultural and societal expectations and standards. So anyway, I've been trying to do makeup for my little round face. And like I've talked ad nauseum, I would say, on this channel about body image, just the challenges of having a body. It's difficult. I think I'm also just, I had therapy earlier today and spent a lot of the time talking about just my relationship with my body, so it's top of mind right now as well. But I think the thing that I'm also cognizant of is that this is a time of year where everyone wants to tell you how to like optimize your body here in the beginning of January. And yeah, I just really feel like you don't need to do that. That there are so many people who are making so much money. And I'd say like particularly a lot of men who are making a lot of money off of telling you the way that you need to optimize your body or your mental health or your like, and we hate to see like CEOs winning. We do. So okay. I realize that might be a complicated thing to say also in a video where I'm doing my makeup. You know, like the dissonance between being like, you don't need to change anything about your body to be like desirable and lovable and whatever, while I'm like putting makeup on. But you know what, trust. We live in a really we live in a world where so many things can be true all at the same time. I mentioned this maybe previously tonight. I actually hope I did. That it is supposed to snow here this weekend. I live in the Pacific Northwest, and it like doesn't snow a lot. It rarely snows. I don't even think. Oh, last winter we had an ice storm where it snowed, and that was brutal. But it doesn't snow a whole ton here. And so I always get really excited when it does. It also means that like most everything shuts down for the most part, which is just fun, you know. Wait, sorry. And then you're gonna go right underneath where your little, where your cheek makes its little circle. You can see that shadow like on this side, right? I haven't even contoured. So I'm just gonna do. I might have done a little high on this side, whatever. And then also, you're gonna bring it down. Little T. And then just like a little bit of cheekbone moment. A little line under the chin. A little corner of the jaw. Corner of the jaw action. And I think that's, I'm not going to contour anything else. Let me just blend it out. This is the Fenty Match Sticks in Amber. And it's really great if you've got quite fair skin. I feel like that shade in particular is really killer. Okay, now let's blend. So yeah, I bleached my roots. I get so conflicted. Like I kind of feel like they look like Draco Malfoy a little. Like a hot Draco Malfoy. But like, I'm not exactly sure if it's the right, like, vibe for me. It's like giving Phoebe Bridgers and I love that. I've recently been playing a lot of music with my friend. We've been playing a lot of, I love Boy Genius. And then I was talking about wanting my hair to look like Phoebe Bridgers. But like for some reason it just looks so good on her. And I feel like it doesn't achieve that exact same look on me. Not that it doesn't look good, but like, I don't know. But my friend is convinced that me and Lucy Dacus are the same person, and I am also a little bit convinced of that. You guys have seen the video that It's Blitz did a while ago, where she had Phoebe Bridgers on her channel, and did like I don't even know, like a scalp massage. And they're gonna put blush right about where you contoured. And kind of like bring it up. Like a little triangle. Something that I think is so fucking wholesome and cute is that, so after we played music, we were watching, or a different time, I don't know, we were watching interviews with Boy Genius. Because she was like, you and Lucy Dacus are the same. And I was like, okay, bet. And, we were watching interviews, and, all of the members of Boy Genius have a 3 of Cups tattoo. And I think that is the fucking coolest / cutest thing in the whole entire world. And like, honestly, I dream of it. Wow, I put a lot of blush on, or this powder a lot. I feel like I've gone a little back and forth. Because, like, the way they market it is really interesting. And they're like, it doesn't, like, they're like, you know, I mean, Kosas is really, like, I feel like, I mean, I've heard that Clean Girl is out, okay? But I feel like Kosas kind of hits that, like, it's just so light and natural and chill, and, like, that's the vibe I get from their marketing. Just whatever, when I'm in Sephora. And, like, this powder is kind of heavy. Like, it's, the way they market is, like, it's not that heavy, but, like, it kind of is. But I don't think that's, like, a bad thing. Like, it's just a pressed powder. That's kind of the vibe, like a tinted pressed powder at that. Like, I feel like that's what you're gonna get. Oh no. I got some powder in my nose, and I really don't want to sneeze. You get to see, like, the cutest faces that I can possibly make in trying not to sneeze. I never know, also, when I do, like, I'm filming on my phone, but I feel like this mode really washes me out. So it's hard to see, like, does this look, is this translating nicely, or is it looking like whack? I'll move my mirror closer so we have a better sense. Well, God, the cloud set powder is really pretty, fuck. Like, you're definitely wearing powder. It definitely looks like powder. But that being said, it looks nice. Okay, let's. Do I want to put on powder blush? Kinda. I'll put on a little bit of this. I've been rewatching The Office. I really, I love The Office. It brings me so much peace. I used to actually watch The Office to fall asleep, especially when I was sick. Like, if I had a sick day, I would just watch The Office and then go to bed. It's like, and I know that there's people who don't agree with me on this, but I find it so relaxing. And, like, yes, the humor is very, like, cringe, and I know some people just, like, can't handle that, and, like, that's super fair. But there's something about, like, the soundscape of The Office that I just find so soothing. And yeah. So I've not been feeling so great the past couple of days. And I've been watching The Office. And it really just brings me joy. I was gonna start putting all my makeup away, but I realized that's a loud endeavor, and I don't want to disturb you too terribly. like, what prompted me to even start looking at this palette was her talking about hourglass powders and how they're kind of elite, and how they have like some sort of like proprietary quality. And I can't remember what it was now, so sorry. Let's just, if we're gonna be rosy today, we're gonna be fucking rosy, let me tell you. But they have some sort of like proprietary thing that makes them like really beautiful, and it is true. Every time I wear an hourglass powder, this one has 2 pressed powders in it, this kind of white shade and this yellow shade, and then a bronzer here, these 2 blushes, and a highlighter. The highlighter is really pretty. I just put it on and I feel like it's kind of inoffensive. Like it just is like very natural, and I feel that way about the hourglass powders. Like they really just illuminate you. Like they're not lying when it's like whatever. What is? Oh, brain. You know how the hourglass powders are like called like moonlight and like candlelight? Like they are really glowy like that. It's just correct, all of them. I'm putting on a bit of bronzer, I guess, as well. I guess. Wasn't really intending to do that. Now I just have Boy Genius running through my head. Specifically me and my dog. I think also the reason that I like having like a rooted blonde is that my eyebrows are so dark that like a rooted blonde makes it really cohesive. Whereas like this, I feel like I'm giving Daenerys, which I don't hate. Listen, I don't hate. But it's definitely a different energy. It's like sort of, can I say like serving a little bit more cunt than I like wish that I was. That I generally feel. Like listen, I'll serve when stuff feels